Hey guys and girls, I'm Allie, and today we are watching Code Geass episode 11, which is called The Battle of or for Narita. And we know that those are like the mountains where they have taken up base basically for a while. And they did manage to basically slaughter a few people. At least the people down in the city or town or whatever were evacuated because that landslide destroyed quite a bit. Cornelia is still going strong. I mean, why wouldn't she? And then we had the Guren, which is like Guren MK something, which is a pretty powerful thing. Like, I wouldn't want to fight that. The way she just defeated that, how was he called again? I just always forget his name. The guy who so much wanted to take revenge on Zero. So, the way she just defeated him just like that, it's, well, nothing good coming for the Britannian forces, right? So, I guess we will just see what else is gonna happen in this fight, because we still have the Lancelot not employed, just waiting. And then there's also like there's like, they were called the Four Holy Swords or something, which are also on the way. So technically we still have a few moving pieces there, a few things that we're gonna wait for and see how they affect the battle, I guess. So let's get into it, I guess. So, I won't say much, so I guess let's just start with the battle for Narita in 3, 2, 1, and go. Yep, they did. It's fun how, like, until now, they always had the explanation of how he got his powers and all that. And now they're starting up with just, we're just telling you the important stuff right now. Yep. Whoa, okay. If you want to see it like that. Like, I know the word Sekai. But that's normal because I already knew that word before. It's fun how you've had Japanese for like weeks and still you don't understand almost anything from intro music. Like, I can recognize particles. know, Coco. I know that this means here. Okay, sorry. I think it's like a sickness that comes with learning a new language. 20%. That's... a lot has been defeated. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. So she's doing it to the others too. Yeah. He's done. Yeah. Some of them are gonna die. Unknown. Ah, those. It's an autopilot? Alright. Fun! They just want to capture her. I mean, they do have swords, yeah. Hmm. So last time you were just normally fighting with swords, I guess? And she's running away. Yep. He's there. Yeah, they've been waiting a lot. They haven't been doing much else, to be honest. Yes, it's him. Honestly, I think he is a match. I think he's probably even better than you. Like, I'm always a fan of like when you have like mech fights and a lot of shooting. If someone has a sword, I'm a fan of that because it's like mechas are almost immune to little bullets, but when you slice their arms off, they can't use them anymore. Ooh, hi. They might have a plan, maybe. Um, I mean, for the others, one certain machine did a lot of change, you know? Alright. Now I would want to see the Guren against the Lancelot. That would be interesting. They're both pretty advanced. Alright. So he will be able to get up there. Yeah, he wants to save people. I don't know. That dynamic with those two back there is interesting. Nope. It's something entirely new. Yeah, I don't think she will surrender though. She doesn't seem like the person who would surrender. Yeah, I don't think that's that easy, you know? Yep. Well, yeah, kind of, but yeah, she's pretty much like rotating absolute power formation. Okay. That sounds like a goodbye. She would die for before she surrenders. Yeah, of course. He would come in at exact the right moment. Um, your sister? Yep. Let's see them fight now. Yeah, that arm is destructive as hell. That's why this is interesting. They're moving around just like very athletic people. Like most of the other nightmares are like you see that they are vehicles and they move like vehicles still. And those are like super flexible. Yeah, and that is the most powerful thing about it, right? You don't look good. At least they don't have like psychic links with their mechas, or she would feel like she is like both her arms have been ripped off or something. Well, I mean, it's basically like if you would play a chess game against multiple rounds, but every time you lose pawns or stuff, you lose them for all the games to come too. So that's kind of how it works. So of course he wouldn't sacrifice too many, right? Yep. Yep. Um what will you do? All right. A broken clock. Yeah, you just terrified him. Okay. Shock image. Well, he's seeing his dead. Yeah, touching her might have been the wrong idea. Her memories, right? I mean, I can't make entirely sense of what I'm seeing right now. But I bet if you see it in your mind, it's fucking terrifying. Oopsie. Yeah, you don't have any armor or anything. If you're hit, you're hit. Retreat. All right. Yeah, you could have been dead if it wasn't for Suzaku. Hmm. Yeah. He has some other problems? Nope. What? What? So they're in a cave trying to recover. Fun. How will he get away from there? Without, like, being spotted and stuff? Uh, yeah, he was mentally assaulted. I mean, can you say it? Because I'm like, how would Japanese people pronounce that? All right. Yeah, she saved you a lot. Wow. How? So we don't get to hear it. Fun. Oh no. Because it's difficult to say your real name. Oh, hi. So he's so he's kind of fine. I mean, he did eject, so yep. Okay. Fun. So, the fight is done. Both things that I expected happened, so I mean, I only expected like the four holy swords and the Lancelot being employed in the fight, so that happened. What else could there be, right? Yeah, we saw a few flashes of her past, probably, which is interesting. Yeah. Now we know why she goes by CC, because it's like her name will be probably pronounced pretty difficult. And we still don't really know it. I mean, I don't know if you should recognize something, but I can't. Because I'm not Japanese and I have no idea. Nope. Yeah. So, yeah, that was the battle. For. I already forgot it. Something with N. Why do I forget something like that? The battle for Narita, if I can read it correctly, because the subtitles are still kind of in the way. But yeah, like I said, within the episode, I was just like, okay, the Lancelot will probably come in, like, Suzaku will probably do something about it. And Cornelia would have died if he wouldn't have come, so I guess, I don't know if I should say that's good, because the thing is, here we got the perspectives of multiple characters, not only characters from one certain side. We don't only, like, if we only would have, like, the perspective of Lelouch, of his zero work, basically, the Black Knights, then basically the Lancelot coming in was bad. But if, like, we also have the perspectives of so many characters in other, like, places, in other factions, we do kind of feel for Yuffie, and we don't want her to lose her sister, right? Because they are pretty close, and it would hurt. Also, like, the sides are converging in some way, because we have, like, Nina in the school who seems to care a lot for Euphemia, and she's also a friend of Lelouch, so it's like we have like people in the middle of stuff and all that, so it's not actually, you can't actually say that is our side and that is not our side. It's basically everything's our side in some way. Except for the Emperor. I don't like him. Because he's an asshole. But yeah, that's just what I wanted to say, that it's very difficult to, like, choose sides, because we have perspectives of so many characters who are, like, on different sides and fighting each other, and like, I still really love Suzaku, and I don't want him to get hurt. And now he has been mentally traumatized, and I don't want that. Speaking of that mental traumatization, yeah, a few pictures of CC's past, I guess. There seemed to be, like, some sort of belief system, some... I think we saw a nun at some point. It seemed to be, like, some sort of society. But honestly, like, except for a lot of terror and dread, you couldn't really make out anything. It was more like, okay, here are flashes, and you won't understand them now. Maybe you will understand them later. And I hope we will understand them later, because I want to find out more about that. Because it kind of gives us the background of all the, like, of the powers and stuff. And yeah. Also, like, the people with the swords, I said that within the episode, but in case I didn't make myself clear, I like people with swords in shows or games or whatever, where, like, guns are a thing and, like, the most prevalent thing. Because it's more like, if you know Ruby, then I've had a discussion about Ruby at that point. That guns don't seem to do much. Just, they don't. You can shoot 100 times, and as long as you don't have, like, a rocket launcher or a grenade, like, or grenades or something like that, it won't do much. You have to hit them, like, hundreds of times to actually do some damage. But as soon as someone with a sword comes along, or some other sort of weapon, you slice through and it's fine, like... And that's why I kind of... I don't know, it's fun to watch, like, all the people who have all those guns being just destroyed because someone with a sword came along. But yeah, that's kind of... That's my perspective on that. But yeah, the battle is done. Nobody really won, and nobody really lost. Like, the most important characters, well, for the show, the most important characters are still alive. And they all had losses, kind of, and they had to retreat, all in some way. So technically there's no winner and all are losers. Technically, if you think about it. But yeah, it's a lot about the image. I think that the Black Knights now gain even more respect from civilians and stuff. Maybe. I mean, depends. I think it depends on if their homes were destroyed through the landslide, you know. But yeah. So, I guess that's it. So, on this note, have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!